Sonic.exe focuses on a man's experience through a creepy version of the hit Sega Genesis platformer Sonic the Hedgehog. This pasta is similar to the Mario story I told all of you a while back, but Sonic.exe is even more well known amongst the creepypasta community. Sonic in general has many creepypastas and urban legends based off his games, such as Tails Doll Curse, Fun is Infinity, and Sonic Adventure. On a summer afternoon, a hardcore Sonic fan, Tom, goes out to get his mail and finds a CD with Sonic.exe written on it with a black marker. A letter comes with the CD. The letter is from his friend Kyle, who he hasn't seen for 2 weeks. Kyle is asking Tom to destroy the CD because it is too late for him. Despite Kyle's warning, Tom decides to play the game like the loyal Sonic follower he is. When Tom puts the CD game in his computer, everything seems fine. The game loads up, and the title screen of the original Sonic the Hedgehog shows up, promising loads of fun and excitement, until Tom presses the start button. When he does so, Sonic's eyes turn red and bleed. The ocean turns red, resembling an ocean of blood. The Sega copyright in the corner changes to Sega 666. This screen is shown for a fraction of a second. After the game cuts to black for 10 seconds, a character select screen from Sonic 3 appears in front of a hellish red background. The Caverns of Winter music from Earthbound can also be heard in reverse. The 3 characters on screen are Tails, Knuckles, and amazingly, Dr. Robotnik. However, Knuckles and Robotnik are locked. When Tom selects Tails, the game pauses and fades to black. The evil laugh of Kefka from Final Fantasy III plays before the level starts. Tails' level is Green Hill Act Zone 1 from the original. As Tails continues to walk right, Tom notices that the music is being played backwards and something much more sinister. Bloody corpses of animals begin to show up, as Tails can only walk past them. After walking through many dead forest critters, Tails comes across Sonic with his eyes closed, minding his own business. Then, Tails starts to walk towards his big brother slowly, as the music is replaced by static. He touches Sonic, who then opens his red, bleeding eyes. Text appears asking Tom, "Do you want to play with me?" before he is sent to a level called Hide and Seek. In the level, Tails walks right through a burning forest. Then Sonic pops up and starts chasing Tails. No matter how fast Tom goes, Tails cannot outrun Sonic. Once the hedgehog touches him, Tails cries for 15 seconds. Then Sonic appears to his right, hovering over him, smiling, enjoying Tails' torment. The game fades to black as a horrifying scream plays, followed by the laugh again. Tom is sent back to the title screen, where Tails cannot be selected, with static behind his sprite, which now has bleeding eyes and a lock in front of him. Tom then selects Knuckles. Knuckles' stage is called You Can't Run, which appears to be a hybrid of the Scrap Brain level and a hellish sky. The music is Gygas's theme from Earthbound. As Tom controls Knuckles through the dark stage, red static starts interrupting his gameplay several times. At one point, once the red snow disappears, blood is seen all over the platforms and walls. Then Sonic appears next to Knuckles. Afterwards, text appears saying, Tom tries to fight Sonic using Knuckles' fists, but Sonic keeps teleporting around. Eventually, Knuckles starts to break down crying. Then Sonic appears hovering over Knuckles, clearly enjoying his agony. Then, the screen cuts to black with another scream. The text this time reads, "So many souls to play with, so little time. What should I agree?" When the game returns to the select screen, Knuckles has suffered the same fate as Tails, bleeding, and cannot be selected. Shocked, Tom decides to take a nap for his break. As he tries to get some sleep, he suffers from a terrible nightmare. The voices of Tails and Knuckles reach him, asking Tom,
"Help us! Why did you give it to us?"
They warn him,
"Run away before it's too late."
Then Sonic appears in his nightmare. He taunts Tom by saying he is fun to play with, just like his friend, and he will be with his buddy soon, since he is in his world and cannot run. As Sonic approaches him with his dark, red, bloody eyes, Tom wakes up in horror. He continues the game. Dr. Robotnik's stage takes place in a hallway with a checkered floor, dark grayish wall, animated candle lights, and a swaying red curtain on top. There are a few bloodstains on the wall. The music is the depressing piano from Hill Act 1. Tom leads Robotnik downstairs and into more hallways, where Robotnik's expression becomes more and more paranoid. The hallways get more foreboding, creepy, and dark with each descent. Suddenly, Sonic shows up next to Robotnik, and then red static fills the screen. After the static ends, a horrifying image appears. It shows Sonic's demonic face, with his terrible eyes crying blood, sharp fanged smile, gory face against a plain black background. Then red static fills the screen again, and when it ends, the same picture appears again, except with text above it reading,
"I am God."
The static then comes back louder and more twisted than ever as Tom covers his ears. Later, another screen of text appears asking,
"Ready for Act 2, Tom?"
It knows his name. Tom is sent back once again to the character menu, only this time it is from his third save file. All three characters have now been hunted down, staying still in complete agony, to be forever tormented by the hedgehog. The computer shuts off. As Tom reflects on what kind of monster Sonic is, he finds that he cannot get the game out of the tray. He turns his computer back on. That is when somebody speaks to him from behind. Tom hears,
"Try to keep this interesting for me, Tom."
He turns around to find a Sonic plushie on his bed, smiling, with bloodstains under its eyes.